Hey everyone, I'm back for another video. This is a new sort of series that I will be starting. It will probably be going on for a very long time. This is going to be my first movie review. The movie I saw last night was the movie Vice starring Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Steve Carell, and Sam Rockwell. And there's Tyler Perry in a supporting role. So that's who's in the movie, more or less. And the movie Vice, if you don't know what it is, it's about the former vice president during the George W. Bush Jr. administration, Dick Cheney, or Richard Cheney, as he's otherwise known, as his full name. It's all about sort of his life and upbringing and going to his political career, starting off as an intern under Donald Rumsfeld in the Nixon years, becoming chief of staff during during President Ford's years, and then becoming Secretary of Defense under Reagan. And then George W. Bush Sr., I think, I can't quite remember. And then just sort of his rise to power in the 2000s is becoming the most influential and powerful vice president ever. So the thing I really liked about this movie was obviously Christian Bale. I mean, Christian Bale is a method actor. He puts his all to all his roles. He really dedicates himself to this part. He's a method actor. Like, he transforms himself to become the character. Like, we've seen this with the Machinist, I think it is, and then we've seen it with The Dark Knight Rises, and then we've seen this with American Hustle, where he puts on a lot of fat, and then he's able to lose it, becomes super skinny, and really stuff like that. And my dog just JP walked in. Hey, dog. Good boy. Hey, JP. I hear my first movie review. What do you think? I know. So that's what I really liked, and then he was really good. I mean, as Christian Bale said himself, Dick Cheney's no charisma, and I can understand why he thanks Satan in his Golden Globes acceptance speech, because it was just a joke. I think he probably should have not said it, but it was just a joke, and yeah. But he was great, obviously, as Dick Cheney. Like, he embodied him, and I feel like nobody else could probably play him. Like, he looked and sounded like him, which is like the most important thing to do in a biopic, is to sound and act like the main actor or main character that the story is based upon, if it's a true story, for example. And then Amy Adams as Lynn Cheney, and his wife is really good. I feel like this movie is also directed by the same guy who did The Big Short and a lot of Will Ferrell comedies. But The Big Short, if you've ever seen it, it is a comedy drama about the 2008 stock market crash. It also stars Christian Bale, Steve Carell, and has Ryan Gosling and Brad Pitt in it, as a matter of fact. And it's a much more complicated movie. It's a very, very smart movie, and it's a good movie, but it was very confusing. I do consider myself somewhat of an intelligent person, but the movie was like up here, and I'm like more like down here, because I know nothing about economics, and it's still very hard for me to follow. So this movie was a lot more simpler and easier to understand, which was something I appreciate, because it's an easier topic to explain how the power of the vice presidency works to general audiences and wider audiences. So that's something I really appreciated. They've tried his family life well, I would say. There's a lot of funny scenes in it. There's the narrator, Jesse Plemons. I forgot to mention him. He's in it. That was really good. And to sort of how they portrayed, I'm pretty sure they probably got stuff wrong in this movie. That happens with every biopic. There'll always be a few things wrong. I'm pretty sure they got things wrong, but I think, personally, I am not a fan of Dick Cheney. I think he's terrible, and I think Donald Rumsfeld was very bad. I mean, I almost feel kind of sorry for George W. Bush Jr. He does the laugh. I almost feel kind of sorry for him, because he was manipulated into doing the Iraq War, depending on how you do that. But yeah, that was the thing I really liked about the movie, is Christian Bale, the overall direction, the overall feel of the movie. The few things that I didn't like about the movie were there were some pacing issues here and there. Some of the jokes that they made didn't quite always land with me, because I was in a full theater, and there was times where people weren't really laughing much. I felt like they should have been laughing more, because it's more of a comedy, but yeah. And regarding Dick Cheney himself, that's a whole other video. I feel like I like how they started pointing out in the movie that, oh, this is made by a liberal slant. So you could sort of argue that's maybe a little too politically biased. I mean, Dick Cheney was a really, really bad hombre, as Trump would say, but that is always sort of a problem with political goals and objectives getting into media. But yeah, the other thing I only didn't really like about the movie is pacing issues. There's not much I didn't hate about this movie. It felt a lot simpler. I was able to understand it easy enough. Yeah, I give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. And thank you for watching my first movie review, guys, and I shall see you next time.